Okie dokie. So we've got the tablet open. I was trying to take a look at this battery here. I don't know if the battery is bad or if it's just a port. I think it's probably just a port. So basically, there's a couple different ones that you can buy. And this one here, I'm not sure. I'm trying to see if maybe it's just possible. Is that bad right there? I can't really tell. It looks like it could be. Okay, where did we go? Okay. It could be bad right there. It's hard to tell. So this has got two little prongs in it. Okay. Okay, so we're looking at these. They look like they're bent and folded in. Through the board. Maybe they're not. I don't know. So, what I can tell from this, we're looking at this one here. These, I can't see them well enough to tell. Let's pull up images, just look at images. So this is definitely curved like that. If we get the exact one, it should be pretty simple to replace it if you can remove it without damaging anything else. I've also seen these as being quoted as the correct ones, which really is a bummer because some of these other ones are really, really cheap. You can get like 10 of them for like $5. Otherwise, you're getting 2 of them for like $6. I've got another tablet that my kid broke where we need one of these too, but it doesn't appear to be the same type. It's probably more like one of those. Yeah. So, I think maybe even some of these other ones could possibly work. Let's see if there's any videos on this. Just out of curiosity. This is for an 8th generation, but we'll just go ahead and check it out anyway.
Alright. This evening, or morning, or afternoon, or whenever you're going to be watching this video, I'll be looking at this tablet. It is an Amazon tablet. And got a problem that's probably going to be a very common problem. I don't know if you can see it there, but the USB port is completely mangled. And this is kind of a common thing. A lot of kids get these tablets and just plugging and unplugging those USB connectors, they get messed up. And so we're going to try to replace this thing. And to get these particular tablets apart, they are pretty easy to get the back off. So this is what model is this thing? It's a L5S83. Those videos come up. wires up enough that I don't have to actually unsolder them. And looks like I might need to unsolder those. They actually go to the speakers here, one here and one down on the other side. Well, let's get this piece of tape off here.
This one looks different, but
one
it's very similar.
Drop the tool and pick it back up. Get that unsoldered there.
I'm just curious what this guy's gonna do.
Alright, the next part of this is kind of odd, the way that you have to get this off. So we're going to go ahead and take off this piece of Kapton tape there. And then this whole piece has to be lifted up. It's actually stuck down with double stick tape. But you have to be extremely careful because this is a piece of ribbon, sorry, that focus there, that actually goes over top of this board. So in the process of lifting it up here, you can easily rip this cable, and you don't want to do that. So it's going to be tough to try to get this out of this connector. You lift that piece up there on the back, and carefully nudge this out of that connector just enough to be able to get it out and not rip the ribbon up the top. So it's very, very delicate to do that, and we can flip that over. And as you can see, this is actually stuck down with some double stick tape. So you have to be very careful of that piece, because that would be...
I think the other one has that too.
Try to pop this thing straight up, it's going to tear it right in half, so you don't want to do that. The rest of this here, we have a little clip here. I'm just going to try to nudge that clip backwards and lift the board up a little bit. Then we're going to have another clip over on this side that holds the board down. And I'll try to lift that up there. And then we can actually pull the board straight up. Now I still need to unsolder these wires, so let me do that now. Get back in frame here. Try to move it back some so I can zoom in a little bit. It'll probably be easier to unsolder these wires before you mess with taking that board out, just so it won't move around on them. And these just go to the speakers. These are marked positive and negative, so not that big a deal.
Alright, so pull it
I'll
out.
put it in the description, but this is a Fire HD, and it's the 8th generation, just so you know. And we have our USB port right here. There's some really small little, I think those are coils, actually, some chokes. And we have our damaged connector. It's hard to see on the camera, so doesn't want to focus in on it. But we're going to have to desolder this connector and replace it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more Kapton tape over this area to try to protect it, because we have everything so close here. I'm going to try to cover some of this up to help from getting too much heat in this area. I'm going to use a hot air rework station that I got off Amazon, and it's actually not a real high-end unit or anything. It's a cheapie. Let me get some cover some tape on that and get back here. Okay, I got my Kapton tape on here, kind of layered up to help protect. Now what I'm going to do is the actual connector here, I'm going to try to get as much solder off that as I can. So we're just heating up the pins at the base here. So for that, I'm going to use my other desoldering iron.
Okie dokie. I think I need one of those. I don't know how well they work, but it... They probably work pretty good. So one thing I'm trying to do here is look and see do we have because these might just need to be reflowed. We'll try that. Alright, so I reflowed it and it's charging now, so we may have bought us a little more time. I don't know. I'm gonna let it sit for a bit. I need to try and figure out how to time the screen out. We'll finish looking at what this guy did, just to see, because I think it's almost the same board. I always hate doing this stuff. so much heat, man.
There we go. That was the old. You can see we got the things in good shape there, nothing's lifted off the board. You can also see why I put that tape on there, because you don't want to fry everything else around it. Now what I am going to do is hit that board with a little bit of regular solder, because I have no idea what kind of solder they use, and I'm sure it probably went through.
Anyway,
And I use leaded solder, so
I don't know if ours is exactly the same.
clean the pads up.
Let's take a look here. Yeah. Okay, well, we're already at 10%, but I think it just stopped charging, which is what it normally does. So yeah, this one definitely needs to be replaced. I pulled on it to pull it out and it started to charge again. Well, let's just let it charge up and see how it does. But I'm gonna try and find those connectors for really cheap on Amazon and see about doing that.